Эрхэм үзэгчдийн амгалан айлтгая. Манай суугийн ярилцлагын нэгэн шинэ дугаар эхэлж байна. За энэ дугаард маш сонирхолтой нэгэн зочин оролцож байгаа. Манай зочин болоос Франц улсын иргэн Francois Lemancel гэх хүн байгаа. Well, anyways, thank you so much for accepting our invitation, Mr. Francois.
It is my pleasure. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, can you please introduce yourself, a little bit background of yourself to our viewers, please?
Okay, so my name is Francois Lemancel. I come from France. I'm 25 years old, and I've been traveling around the world by bicycle for 4 years now. And yeah, I'm a photographer, not professional, but I did some photography studies. And yeah, so
Yeah, I saw some photographs on your Instagram. It was awesome.
thank you very much.
So basically, I was wondering, not only me, maybe many other Mongolians wondering, so what makes
Yeah.
you to travel like this? And why
Yeah,
did you choose
so
Mongolia as your travel adventure?
yeah, so for a few reasons. So maybe the first reason was like I've seen a lot of guys on social media who goes to very cold countries, like they go to Siberia, they go to Antarctica, and they always come back after that. They go back and do many winter trip. And I said, why those guys are doing that? So it is only painful. And I was curious like about about that, and I say, okay, maybe I can try, and we'll see why those guys love to travel in winter, like by minus 40 degrees, minus 50 degrees.
Right.
And the second reason is like I've been traveling for 4 years. I went to a lot of different climate. I went to tropical climate. I went to desertic like climate, like in Namibia, and yeah, I said I've never been to very cold countries like Mongolia. Yeah, so
Wow. Interesting.
yeah.
So which country was the hardest experience you never forget in terms of climate?
Yeah, maybe the hardest was, I don't know. I hesitate between Mongolia, Indonesia, and Namibia. So just to explain, like Namibia was very tough because like it's very hot during summer. It's like plus 40, plus 45 degrees, and you have no shade. And roads are very sandy. So sometimes I pushed my bike during 2 days. 2 days, push my bike in the sand.
Which means
And
you
you will
walked.
not have shade. It's 40 degrees during the day, so it's very tough. But Indonesia was not easy. Like it's very humid and very hot. And roads in Indonesia are very steep. Like you can't imagine. Like even cars can't climb the roads there.
Wow.
Like it's very steep, and you know, I don't really like the heat. Like when you are riding your bicycle, like you feel you don't feel good. Like, and Mongolia. So okay, it is difficult to travel by bicycle in winter in Mongolia, but I think like if you are well prepared, you have a good equipment, it's not that hard. Like maybe the hardest thing in Mongolia is the wind. Like because I came from China, from the south, and in winter most of the wind is from the north. So I had headwind almost every day during 1 month. So yeah, it was tough. Like sometimes,
So, right.
yeah.
How much did you study about Mongolia before you headed out? Like, and then what was maybe the worst expectation and the very exciting expectation, which wasn't true at all.
Yeah, so just before I came to Mongolia, I just take a look to the history weather, like just to see it is cold in Mongolia during winter, and just to buy the right equipment, and just ask some people here in Mongolia if there is a lot of snow in Mongolia, if I need some special tires, or if I need some special equipment before. But otherwise, no, I didn't know much about Mongolia before.
So how are Mongolians treating you?
Really nice, really nice. Like it's a bit special in Mongolia because the first days in Mongolia, I post something on Facebook, and every Mongolian started to share my post on Facebook.
Right.
So, for example, in Gobi Desert, like maybe 10, 20 cars stopped every day because they recognized me, and they gave me food, they gave me hot tea, and yeah, and it is like that every day. Even in middle of the nowhere, like in a jail, people say, yeah, I know you, yeah. So, and I said, okay. Same today, for example, I went to the laundry today, and the girl recognized me, like say, oh yeah, I know you.
Awesome.
So it's a bit special, yeah. But
What
yeah,
about-
people like are very warm, very warmful, yeah. So
I'm glad. What about food? What food are you enjoying more?
So yeah, to be honest, like food is maybe, I don't know, for me, like it's almost the same every day. Like, you know, like here in most of the time I eat meat,
Meat,
like
right?
especially like in the yeah, in the backcountry, like
Right.
yeah, I mostly eat meat every day, like dumplings or meat. And yeah, at the beginning it was good at the beginnings, but after 2 months, yeah, it's a bit much for me.
I agree.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm happy just to have some vegetables in my plate.
Are you alone yourself,
Yeah,
or is there any crew, like people traveling together?
yeah, I mostly travel alone. So yeah, in the last 3 years, I learned a lot of knowledge about winter surviving. Like, I don't know how to say, but yeah. So you have to think about every details, like for example, for your fingers, for your nose, for your feet, and yeah. When I camp, everything is very organized. Yeah. When you go in a winter trip, like in Mongolia, you don't improvise. Like you need to be very careful, and yeah,
Right.
and you don't uh, you can't make mistake here. So if you make a
Right.
mistake, it can be dangerous. Yeah, of course.
Right. Agree. So what about your clothing? Like how many layers do you have? Like what kind of clothes can keep you alive?
Yeah. So okay, the first for example, for the body, for the top, first layer is like a merino wool t-shirt. It's very good because it's very warm, and when you sweat, like the humidity is going out. I have this layer. It's like a normal, uh, like a normal
Right.
warm, uh, uh, yeah, pullover. And I have like a down jacket, a light one, like the blue one you can see on the pictures.
Yeah.
And on top of this one, I have another one, a big one, like a big yellow jacket, like for mountaineering jacket, and it's suitable for minus 50 degrees. So
Wow.
if I put my blue jacket plus my yellow one, it's like I'm good until minus 70 degrees. I think I'm good. Like it's like a radiator, you know. When I put my yellow jacket, I feel warm quickly. Like in 5 seconds, I feel warm. And yeah, and yeah, the most difficult part is like for like the hands, like for fingers, like it's not easy to keep warm your hands.
Right, your face too,
Um,
right?
And the face, yeah. But the face, yeah, depends on the wind. But yeah, the face, you have, of course, you have to keep warm your head. And yeah, for my face, I put some skin tape on my cheeks and my nose, and to protect my face from frostbite. And yeah,
So you have family in France.
yeah, yeah. All my family is in France.
So what did your family say when you told them you were going to Mongolia?
So okay, I've been traveling for 4 years now by bicycle. So yeah, they get used to it now. But yeah, of course, when I said okay, I decided to go to Mongolia in winter. They said, oh, okay, okay. They don't say, if they are worried or not.
Right.
I'm very lucky because my parents and my family are very, they support me, and they never say when they are worried or if they are not agree. They just say go, and
Very
and you
nice.
will see. And they know that I'm not stupid, and I'm very serious when it's about taking care of my life.
So what's your professional background? What did you do like in France before you like started traveling?
Okay, so so I did some photography studies before, and I just worked 3 months in France, like in a bicycle shop. And after that, I just left home with a little money. Yeah, and I was 21 years old when I left home, so 4 years
Right.
ago. And yeah, I spend like $15 a day. So yeah, I traveled 2 years, and after 2 years, I stopped in Australia. And in Australia, I worked in a farm during 1 year to save some money and go back, and go back on the road after that. So
Very cool.
yeah, for example, if you work 2 months in Australia, you can travel 1 year by bicycle. So yeah.
Well, I know it's very late in Mongolia, so I wouldn't hold you up because you need to rest. Last question. So what's your next plan? Where are you headed next?
And now I'm going to Hoft and the Altai mountain.
Altai, okay.
Yeah, Altai, and then I will go to China because the end of my visa is on it's at the end of March. So, yeah.
So after China, what's next destination? Are you going back?
Yeah, so I'm going back to France, but by bicycle. So yeah, I'm going to Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan,
Whole bunch of
then
countries.
Afghanistan, then Afghanistan.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, I still have 1 year of traveling
So
to
would
go back.
you come back to Mongolia? If you would come back, when would you like to come back? Like what month?
Yeah, I would love to come back to Mongolia in summer. But yeah, Mongolia is a bit far from France, and
Right.
but maybe one day I would like to go back to Mongolia in summer and see the difference between summer and winter, of course.
Very nice. So thank you so much for your accepting our invitation and wasting your time at the night.
No problem. It's very a pleasure to share my travel, and it's
Thank you.
always nice to
So we wish you the
speak about it.
best for your journey on behalf of myself, my viewers, and on behalf of my Mongolian, folks. So thank you so much and wish you good luck.
Thank you very much. This is so kind. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. And then have
Thank
a
you.
good night and have a nice journey. And we will see you maybe next time somewhere else.